Hi everyone, this is my Shatter Me series readathon and I am on the second book, Unravel Me. As you saw earlier, I was reading at work and I got to page 28, which is chapter 4. And I want to give my kind of like predictions before I really get into everything. So to start off with, I feel like Juliet and Adam's sort of relationship, everything just seems to be going too smoothly for my liking. I don't know if I 100% trust Adam. It's really difficult. I don't know until like obviously I read it. But at the moment where it stands, I don't really trust him and like his intentions. He seems too overly like in love with her, but like trying to play it off as like because he's known her since like school and stuff. And I'm like, it just seems a bit funny, you know? It seems a bit sus. So I definitely think something's gonna happen there. Obviously, I think we're going to see more of Warner and kind of like what's going on with him and maybe figure out why he can do what he did in the first one. I don't want to give like spoilers away. It's kind of hard. See why he can also do what he did to Juliet, if you know what I mean. That sounded really weird, but yeah, I think it's just really all gonna kick off in this book. I think everything's gonna go down. Things are gonna, like, truths are gonna come out. I think is a big one, like big secrets. I feel like people are holding secrets, and it's tough out there. But I am enjoying it so far. I'm gonna read a bit more. I'm gonna go live soon as well tonight, and read some on my reading sprints. I've also got my hot chocolate here, so I've got my marshmallows. So I'm gonna go enjoy this and read a little bit before I start my reading sprints. Quick question for you. Do you guys want me to keep these Shatter Me series videos spoiler free, or do you want me to kind of talk more about the books, be a bit more open and say what I think kind of towards what's going on and be able to talk about what's going on? Or do you want me to keep it completely spoiler free, like I have for the first one, and this one's also going to be spoiler free as much as possible? Please let me know, because it would be very helpful. I feel like I can talk more about what I think if it's not spoiler free, but just let me know. I'm happy to do either, so yeah. Hello everyone, I have been doing my live stream and it was really fun. Had a great time, and I am nearly over halfway through the book. I'm on page 194, which is kind of midway through one of the chapters, but I'm nearly on chapter 29. And my, this book has been amazing. It's been so good. I am loving seeing a bit more of like Warner. He hasn't really got into it too much yet, but I like to see like the other side to him, and also the whole thing with Adam. I knew something was up, but what it was not what I was expecting, and I was shocked. Yeah, now he seems a bit like clingy. I know it's because he like loves her and stuff, but it just seems a bit much sometimes, and I'm like, boy, just give her room to breathe, you know? I think she's kind of getting the ick from it, to be honest. She's like, yeah, like, I love you, but you need to like back off when I say. But now something else has happened. I don't want to spoil it too much, but someone else has now appeared And I kind of want to see where this now leads. So yeah, I'm not sure how much more. I actually feel like it's going to get a bit more like action packed, like in this bit of the book. Like I feel like there's going to be like lots going on. I feel like there's going to be some sort of setup, or someone that is currently in the Omega place is going to be partnering with the Warner's side. I don't know what side you would call it. The re-establishment? Yeah, the re-establishment side. I feel like someone from the Omega people is like on the re-establishment's side, and they're giving them like info and stuff. That might not be true, but that's what I feel like is happening. For some reason I feel like it's going to be someone that you would least expect, like a good character that you would least expect. I feel like that always happens in these sort of things. So we will see, but loving it so far. I'm going to get into bed and chill out, read a little bit more because I'm actually really enjoying reading this, and then probably head to bed because it is currently, let's have a little look, nearly 1 a.m. in the morning. And I've got work in the morning. So see you guys later. Bye for now. Hi guys, I am now on chapter 66, which is page 428. And I have read a little bit today on my lunch. I've got the tiniest bit left to read. So I'm going to do a quick reading sprint and finish the rest of this off because it's not much. I'm really liking the book, I will say. I've tabbed this page because I'm going to talk about it in a video as well. And I'll let you guys know my thoughts at the end. Me and Cam just watched White Lotus. The new season's out. If you haven't watched it, you guys need to. Such an amazing show. And if you are watching it, let me know because I want to know who else is watching it. It's just a funny show, and yeah, I think the first episode was really interesting. So we've got that to look forward to every Monday now as well. So I am gonna go live now and I will finish the book. Hey guys, I have now finished Unravel Me. I finished my sprint reads and finished the book, and I'm going to talk about it. I really enjoyed this book. It was definitely a lot more like action-packed than the first. Wow, the ending of this, it shocked me. I was not expecting it one bit. I feel like the fun thing about these books is that I haven't been able to guess what's going to happen. It kind of just shocks me every time. Which makes it more fun to read. I am going to talk, I've highlighted some pages, well, tabbed some pages that I want to talk about. So, let's have a little look. I know I said about maybe not doing spoilers in this one, but I think I am going to have some spoilers in this. So do be warned, I am going to speak about chapters and things and say what's going to happen. What I'll do is I'll pop the time to skip ahead so you can miss any like spoilers. So from chapter 62, this chapter, oh my goodness, the chapter between Warner and Juliet, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Where he goes to her room. Can we just say the tension there? The tension them two bring. I am absolutely Team Warner, okay? To begin with, I was Team No One. I did not like either Adam or Warner. Either of them, just no. But I am Team Warner. I have changed my mind. My mind has been altered. The whole chapter in that was just, I was sat there like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Like, I was just so excited. I love the chemistry between him and Juliet, and also the fact that he asks her to call him Aaron. He's just like, can you call me Aaron instead of Warner? And I was just like, boy, yes, please. And then she didn't call him that, and now she still hasn't, and I'm just like, just call him Aaron. These books really, man, they get to me. Also, the end part of it, I was actually so gutted for him. I was like, when she said Adam's name, I was like, girl, what are you doing? It's time for you to be on the other team, you know? Honestly, that just whole chapter, I was just like waiting there, like, are they gonna get together? Like, what's gonna happen? And then, yeah. So that kept me in suspense. Now, the next one I want to talk about was just before chapter 70, so end of 69 going into 70. Can we talk about the fact that Warner's dad shot Juliet in the chest? Can we talk about that? Because I was shocked. I was actually speechless. I was not expecting it. Like, I knew he was going to do something bad. Like, that's just who he is. That's his character. And obviously, she shot him first. So, fair enough. But the way he just did it, and I was like, excuse me? So, yeah, I was not expecting that. So, Anderson, he needs to get gone. He needs to get gone because his character is frustrating me. I do want to see more of Warner's mum because by the sounds of it, obviously she's not well. And obviously Warner cares for her. Like, he really cares for her. But his dad, Anderson, is just horrible and is like, why do I want to be with an ill person? Like, you know, I'm just like, it's rude. Is he okay? No, he's not. So, yeah, I just want to see a bit more about, like, Warner's mum and, like, her side of things. And I kind of want Juliet to meet her. Sort of. Well, she might have already met her. We're not quite sure yet. But that's just my thoughts on that as well. I'm liking where these books are going. I'm liking it. I'm going to start Unite Me, which is a little novella. It's tiny. I'm going to read this really, really quickly. I'm going to read it in a day. I know it. I'm starting this on Monday, so I'm going to incorporate it into this vlog because why not? It's small. I can't just make one whole video on this, so I'm going to incorporate it. I'm really tempted to read it now, but I'm sticking to the readathon dates and I'm not going to read anything ahead, so don't worry. But I am very tempted to pick this up right now because I'm really enjoying the series. I have gone back to reading Kingdom of Ash, so I've got to page 145 in Kingdom of Ash. So I'm reading that at the moment and I am enjoying that too. So I've got quite a few books at the moment that I'm reading and it's going well. I will say Unravel Me has been my favourite book so far that I've read out of the two. I kind of miss the little strikeouts through this book though. I know she had a couple, but I know it's to do with the chaos in her mind. So obviously her mind's more stable now, but I do miss having them in there because I feel like I could like see inside her mind a bit more than we could just from what is said. So I do miss that sort of sense of that, but overall, really amazing book. Wasn't expecting any of it. I also like that Warner can sort of use other people's powers. I think that's so cool, and he can do a lot with that too. Right, now that I've done all of the spoilers, this is the spoiler-free bit for you guys. So really enjoyed this book. I will say the chapter that I've tabbed here that I've just spoken about in the spoiler bit, chapter 62, I really enjoyed reading that. The tension in that chapter, you need to just read it to understand, but the chapter between Warner and Juliet is just so tense and fiery, and it's just everything. And chapter 69 to 70, wow, I did not expect any of that. So that's another one to look out for when you're reading this. All in all, I do miss the strike-throughs that they have in the first one, but they do have a couple in here, so it's not too bad. But I do miss seeing that side of things, like with the first book. Out of the two, I would say Unravel Me is my favourite. I really have been enjoying reading this. There's just so much to it. I like seeing a bit more of Kenji as well. Seeing his character, he's just so funny. I like just how he's got this banter about him, and yeah, he's very like boisterous, I would say. I like Warner's character. I want to see more of him. I want to kind of delve more into him and what he's been through, which I think one of the novellas does, so that's going to be quite exciting. Adam's character, I don't mind him. He has been a bit annoying at times, but yeah, I do feel bad for him. I do definitely feel bad for him at the moment. And then Juliet's character, I feel like she's just going through everything at the moment, and she just needs to take a minute to breathe. She's just finding things out all the time, and I'm just like, she needs a moment to herself. She needs to process everything. I do feel bad in that sort of sense, is that she's just been thrown into everything, but it's more exciting because obviously it adds to the story, and I'm just really excited to get into the next one, which is obviously Unite Me. See what that novella's about and really delve into it and the series all in all. Hello everyone, I have not filmed a Shatter Me video in over a week because I've decided that I'm doing week 2 and 3 in one YouTube video, because this book, Unite Me, is a novella, so it's a lot shorter, so I thought, I won't do a whole YouTube video on just a novella, so I thought I'd combine them. It is Monday the 25th of February, and let's have a little look. So I've just read Defy Me, which is the first sort of novella in this book. So there's 2 novellas within this. One is Warner's POV and one is Adam's. Now, Defy Me is Warner's POV. So I've just completed the whole thing of his POV. So it's 107 pages. And I am going to say I am still 100,000% a Warner gal. I feel like I judged him too harshly at first. I was a bit like, but I'm wrong. I like Warner. I think he's just kind of misunderstood, and deep down he's so sweet and he cares deeply about Juliet. So it's nice to see that side of him. He has gone into a bit of more detail about what he's thinking as everything's unfolding. Again, I'm not going to do any spoilers in this as well, just for people that want to watch this and don't want anything ruined, but it's all going to be spoiler free. So it kind of delves into him talking about like how his dad treats him, which is obviously not very nice, and kind of what he's gone through and the way he's thinking about Juliet and how he feels about her. And it's just so like detailed, and he just goes into depth about how much he basically cares about her, and it's just so sweet to like read. And honestly, I just want more POVs of Warner at this point. I just want more of them. I haven't got into Adam's one yet, which is called Fracture Me. I haven't got into his one yet, but I will say Adam's giving me Tamlin vibes. So yeah, I don't know. He's just being a bit weird, but that's all I'm going to say about that so far. That's all I've got to. I'm going to read Tamlin. That's all I'm going to say about that so far. So I've only read Warner's POV, and then I'm going to read Adam's one, and I'll let you guys know what I think on that as well. Hey guys, I'm reading Unite Me, and I read a bit today at work, which I actually videoed. I'm now reading the Adam's POV, and it's called Shatter Me. So I'm kind of getting into that a little bit. I haven't got very far in, just a couple pages, so I'm about to go live and read some on there and finish the book. So I have finished the Unite Me novella. Now, I started with reading the first little novella. It's got two novellas in here. One's called Destroy Me. That one is Warner's POV. Now, I really liked his POV. I like to learn a little bit more about him. He's a bit of a mysterious character, and I just think he's such an intriguing... So he's got like such an intriguing background, and I feel like his character development is really going to be a big part of this series. I don't know, there's just another side to him that I like to see, and I just really get hooked when he's got his POVs. I don't know, I just felt like I was hooked in, and everything he was saying, I was like, yes, I agree. But then I got to the next POV, which is Adam's POV, and this one's called Shatter Me. I will say I was not as invested in Adam's POV. Now, I think this is because I'm not as into his character. I find him slightly annoying at the moment, and most of it I just wasn't really getting into. I was like, I don't know, I just wasn't drawn to it as much. But obviously I'm still going to read the series, and I'm going to see if that changes at all, because sometimes I'll feel this way at one point, and then the other time I'll be like, actually his development is changed my mind. But for now I just wasn't as into it, and I think it is because I'm just not as drawn to his character. And then at the end of the novella, there is Juliet's journal, which I was not expecting to be in here. I didn't know this was in here. I liked reading Juliet's journal. It's another insight into her mindset and everything, and kind of seeing the side to her, because she's talking about things like when she was younger, talking about her family. So it's kind of nice to see that. Some of it is repeated from the Unravel Me book, from what Warner talks about. So some of it is repeated. So I had actually read some of this before that's in here, but I still feel like it hit hard, and she just has such deep and emotional thoughts, and it's quite nice to read it. Again, I just found it really interesting and intriguing. So altogether, I think this was quite a fun novella. I'm not a huge fan of novellas, so it was actually quite nice to read it and kind of enjoy it, even though I wasn't as into Adam's one. I still did enjoy it all in all. I am going to start Ignite Me on Monday. This is the third book in the series. I've heard amazing things about this one. So many people recommend it, so I've got high hopes for it. I'm hoping I will enjoy it as much as everyone has made out it's like, so we shall see when I get round to it. But I'm getting along with the sort of reading quite well. I feel like it's nice to have that break between each book, as I'm reading Kingdom of Ash alongside it. So it's nice to have that sort of break, and I'm switching between the two. I do recommend also trying out breaks between like lengthy series. It's just good so you don't get into a bit of a slump. For me, it works well. And I'm liking that I've got kind of 2 books on the go at the moment. But that's my thoughts on Unite Me and Unravel Me. So I've liked both books. I'm excited to see where Ignite Me goes and delve into that one. And I'll see you guys in the next vlog. If you've liked this video, please do check out my other videos that will pop up on screen. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well, and I'll see you guys later. Bye everyone.